Center, more eyes than normal on a Browns rookie minicamp, but that's what happens when you draft two QBs, one of whom is Shedeur Sanders. Sanders, 144th overall pick, and Dillon Gabriel, 94th, competing for reps. Coach Kevin Stefanski dismissed the order that Gabriel took first snap, stressing camp is also instructional. It's not unexpected scrutiny with Sanders' profile and his draft weekend slide, but the young QB downplayed all this external noise.
My job here isn't to prove people wrong. Like, I prove myself right. And I fully have self-belief, you know, and what those people say, that's just their opinion. So I don't truly care. They don't really live in my mental space about that type of stuff. It really doesn't do anything for me.
Mature perspective from Sanders. We always appreciate the perspective of senior NFL reporter Jeremy Fowler. Yeah. Jeremy, we just heard from Shedeur. What have the Browns seen from him so far?
Well, Phil, I was told that Shedeur Sanders made a couple really impressive throws yesterday. They like his accuracy and his pocket presence, his ability to process at the line of scrimmage. So far, he's shown that. Also had some rookie moments, I'm told, and that's part of the process with this whole thing. Him and Dillon Gabriel are essentially trading shots back and forth, with Gabriel getting those first-team reps. This will all even out over the course of the next 3 to 4 months. Anybody you talk to in Cleveland brings caution. This weekend, they're really just looking for fundamentals, technique, absorbing the offense, getting to know your new teammates. So there's not a lot of pressure at this point right now. These guys are going to have a harder time getting reps when they have 4 quarterbacks in OTAs and they got to split all those reps. So they're going to see what happens. So far, Sanders made a good impression, but so is Gabriel. I'm told that he's throwing the ball with some good velocity. So the Browns like what they see so far.
Let's keep it with QBs and with shared reps. The Saints have a new QB1. We're not even
comparing himself to Tom Brady, at least his story. Brady went from being a 6th-round pick to a Super Bowl legend. Will be pretty tough to top that. Brady texted Sanders after he fell to Cleveland in the 5th round, encouraging him to use his draft day slide as motivation. Sanders putting in work at Browns rookie minicamp this weekend, and the rookie wearing number 12 compared himself to TB12.
My story's gonna be similar, you know. I was a late round draft pick, but we're here now, so none of that stuff matters. That just mattered on the day. And I'm just excited to be here and ready to work. Like, my job here isn't to prove people wrong. Like, I prove myself right. And I fully have self-belief, you know, and what those people say, that's just their opinion. So I don't truly care. They don't really live in my mental space.
Prove the doubters wrong. Good attitude. Sanders joining fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel in a crowded quarterback room. Gabriel was selected in the 3rd round. Both rookies will have the opportunity to compete for the starting job alongside veteran Joe Flacco. When team drills started, Gabriel took the first snaps, but head coach Kevin Stefanski downplayed it, saying the QB competition will be an all-encompassing evaluation.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you? What did you think of your first day on the field yesterday?
I think there's a lot of stuff in person I can work on, but overall as a team, I think we came out great energy, the speed, and everybody was working hard, working very fast, and being very efficient.
So Tom Brady talked about sending you a message after the draft. So what did you take away from that? His advice to you.
That was it. My story's gonna be similar, you know. I was a late round draft pick, but we're here now, so none of that stuff matters. That just mattered on the day. And I'm just excited to be here and ready to work.
I know it's early, but have you been able to gravitate towards someone, attach yourself to someone in this building in your time here already?
Yeah, I say it's only really rookies in the building right now, and all of them real cool, and they got great personalities. So I'm glad to have that team bonding, that team chemistry back. Being, you know, on your own with Pro Day and with the combine and everything is more individual for that. So being around that team environment, I'll say, is the best right now.
Shedeur, not many rookies or draft picks have the opportunity to have the President of the United States going to bat for you in the middle of the draft. So what was that like for you?
Oh, no, I was truly thankful. I was truly thankful for it. Including him, there was a lot of fans, a lot of people in barber shops, a lot of hairstylists. There's a lot of just fans, you know, of me and of my craft and of my family that was there to support. So I was just thankful that I have that foundation overall, just as people, and we all could come together as one.
Shedeur, you have incredible popularity. You're just starting your career and you're immensely popular. Why do you think that is?
Why do you think?
You're likable.
Well, yeah, like that. I guess that's what it is. I just be myself every day. You know, I can't control what's external. I can only control what's internal.
But with that, Shedeur, how do you block all that stuff out and be a football player?
By doing what my dad raised me to do since I was like 5 years old. You know, I seen it. I seen what he was able to do, and I have a lot of great resources and mentors. You know, to keep me on the right track, and especially coming in this building, we have great coaches in the building, able to, you know, keep me focused, keep me in a straight and narrow line.
What's the balance between knowing you're competing and wanting to be the starter here for a long time, but also being right here, just getting started?
Well, of course, it's day by day. I just find something I want to perfect and just perfect it to the best of my abilities, and that's all I really focus on, and just being there, just being a leader, being a great teammate, doing what I need to do whenever it is. So I'm just thankful for an opportunity. Things could have been a lot worse, but I'm here smiling in front of you all at this facility right now.
Shedeur, what's your interactions been like with Dylan since you guys have gotten into the building together?
Cool, normal. Yeah, it's been normal. He's a real cool guy overall. Yeah, you could tell he's he always have a great mood. You know, he's always in a good mood. I only been around him 2 days though, but he always have a great mood. But overall, I could tell, you know, he's a pretty good person.
Shedeur, how do you come in here, you know, just from a mental standpoint in your approach? 5th round pick, they did draft Dylan 2 rounds in front of you, and you come into basically a 4-man quarterback competition for potentially a starting job in your rookie year.
I just feel like in life and everything, it's just me versus me. You know, I can't control any other decision besides that, so I just try to be my best self at all times.
Shedeur, can you talk about the community work you've done so far here since you've gotten to Cleveland?
Yeah, so typically every state I go to, I don't really be on like social like that. I got people that just run it for me and stuff. So like what I find fun and interesting, and it's a lot of just, I don't know, it's just joy to me. It's just going to those high schools, middle schools, and just, you know, engaging with the younger kids, you know, because they mind's not corrupted of other people's opinions. So that's why I find joy and happiness going to different schools and being able just to talk to them and see the joy on their face because they followed the journey. So even through everything, whenever it was going crazy, wild, negative, everything, my happiness was going there. So that's what I always resort to. I always like send pizza to their school, like show them like, you know, that I'm still able to connect with them. They still able to connect with me. And eventually I was supposed to get on the game with them also, but I don't have my game out here right now.
So that was the plan regardless of the slide in the draft, right? Become a right.
Yeah. All you gotta do is just look it up. You'll see the history. I don't do anything for PR. I don't do anything because anywhere I go, you know, cameras will come. So it's not really nothing I typically try to do. It's just, you know, my life and just what it came with.
Shedeur, it seems like you have really kept your head up. You've kept your spirits up.
Mm-hmm.
You always have a smile on your face, even in the wake of tumbling to the 5th round of the draft. So how have you been able to do that? I mean, you just didn't let this take you down.
I mean, you just got to step back and look at life. Like, you're in a great situation overall that you're able to be healthy. You know, that's one thing going through, you know, even with my brother going through with injury and my pops and everybody in the family, like, you value life and you value opportunity and just waking up every day a different way. So that's kind of why it's nothing for me to really, no matter what, in any situation,